Good evening, everybody. What a great day today. And look at all that love in the chat section. What's up, everybody? Getting into a night show. Thank you for hanging out with me on the day show if you were there. Appreciate that. And, uh, and that's what it will be like in the future, where we have the shows during the day where we're doing all the sleuthing, the covering, the reading documents, all that good stuff. And then the night shows, we're going to, kick back, chill, open up panel, open up phone lines. So I will open up the phone lines in the beginning of the show for a little bit if anybody would want to call. And then if we don't get any phone calls, then I'll go ahead and open up panel. And if you want to hop in, you're more than welcome. Talk about all this stuff today. Thank you for the sub, Caddy Sunny. Appreciate it. Good evening, Unravel. Thank you for hitting that up there. Kib Kitty, good evening. Hopefully the storms ain't too bad over there. Shine bright. What's up? Hopefully you're feeling better. Moto Man MX, what's going on? Shake. Marina Girl, what's up? Love the new icon photo. Caddy, what's up? What's up? Waving. I don't know why it doesn't show the emojis on StreamYard. I wish it would switch back and forth a little better. It's like you got to have your YouTube feed up and your StreamYard just so you don't miss everything. What's up, Dre? Thank you for hopping in at Thursday on Main. Well, enjoy your evening and be safe, and thanks for the replay. What's up, Sooner Girl? Good evening. Margaret. Canadian True Crime Buff. Good evening. Too Fast for Fleas. What's up, man? Heavy Metal Rehab. Hope you're doing good. All right. Appreciate you hopping in, Heavy Metal. Vicky. I hear you about the craziness. Thank you for hopping in. P. Fox. What is up? Thank you for hopping in. I see you in here, Cat K. Good evening. Bianca. Always there, Bianca. Thank you so much. So supportive. Devil Doll. Good evening. Peaches81. Thank you for hopping in earlier. It was nice seeing y'all on Dago too, man. There's that first case. Whew. That Sean Doherty. What the hell, you know? What the hell? Afton, good evening. So if you haven't checked out Dago Show, go check it out. Talked to Little Summer Wells, Kylie Rodney at the end, but that Sean Doherty case, man, that thing just does not make sense. What's up, Catastrophe? Thank you for hopping in. It just does not make sense. Mountain Mama, what's up? Good evening to you as well. Yoli yo yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Such a great soul right there, Yoli. Lulu. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for all your kind messages on these shows. Appreciate your support. Batshit Crazy. Howdy. Natural Healing. Tired of blowing my nose. All these allergies and sinus crap. What's up, Tech Death Hippie? Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, well, shoot. We did, almost 5 hours earlier this morning, which I'll be on tomorrow morning, too. 5 hours this morning, 4 hours on Dago, and then about a 2.5 hour break, and now I'm back. And we're gonna be going into the night too for a few hours if you would like. And then I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night, Long Island SK. Tomorrow night, we covered that Tuesday. Had Silky Southern Tea and Coach Kev on. It was awesome. Hopefully, I get to see him again tomorrow night. If they'd like to hop in, and anybody else, we're going to be covering more of the Long Island SK case tomorrow night. Renee, what's up? Idaho 4 and whatever tomorrow. We'll see what's going around. Juliet 2.0, what's up? Thank you. But Janine, what's up? Ooh, look at that icon photo. Nice. That looks relaxing. Look at those colors. All in one photo. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. What's up, Chalk Baby? Gorgeous. Wizard Walt. Oh, thank you so much. Tech Death Hippie. Charismatically clever. Me in the very beginning, and just a little mixture of me clicking each little photo as I go on. I tried to make an intro that was pre-recorded, but for some reason when I play it, the volume is like half. I don't know what's up with that. What's up, Rottweiler? What's up, Lisa and Cannoli? But thank you, I appreciate that. Cappuccino. Like once I get all the editing done the way that I want it, where the audio matches, I want it to look like the beginning of a TV show where you got credits and all these other things. So, but that editing, oh boy, with the amount of time that I have. Now, I've been streaming like crazy, and I will be these next 2 days because I got to take advantage of this. Sarah Sweetness, what's up? I love being on there with you guys during the day. So one day when I'm able to make that switch to give the show 20 hours a day instead of some of the other stuff, I can't wait. What's up, Joanne? That's why I get excited when I got these PTO days that I can use to hang out with you guys. What's up, Marie? Miss Lindy. Boom, boom, boom. Fit up us all. What's up? Scarlett, yeah, StreamYard. It's been giving us all issues, unfortunately. They got one job. Baby Boop, what's up? I'm still hurting from laughing with you. And oh yeah, it's good stuff. You guys, you got until Saturday morning. I'm gonna leave the latest police simulator up because it was fun as hell last night. Usually I put that on members only right after it's done, but I'm gonna leave that one up until Saturday morning. Until that goes to members only Saturday morning. So check it out if you haven't yet. If you're not a member, definitely good times. Definitely good times. But we're going to be doing some football stuff this weekend. Myself, Dago, and Pappy Man, and then we're going to have special guest coaches each week. We're going to be coaching an NFL team all season, and we're going to try and make it to the Super Bowl. So definitely come root us on for that too. True crime content creators coaching with special guests each week to help us do some coaching. It's going to be really cool. I can't wait. End of August, but we're going to be doing some some practices and things like that leading up to it. But we'll be doing it with the new Madden that's coming out. And I'm excited for that. Coach an NFL team for the whole season. And see how we do. What's up, Pammy B? It's going to be neat. Bad Wolf, what's up? What's up? Tony, hello to you. In Celtic, I know I clicked on your message a little bit ago. Wanted to shout you out. Caledonian Celt. Ooh, look at that icon photo. Pretty neat. Brandy Wine and True Crime. Yeah, we're going to be going into some stuff. Bonus day, CJ times 2. What's up, Kimberly KV? What's up, LA? Jojo, what's going on? Typically unique. Dana, what's up? Mama of 4. Ooh, look at that. I like how that's spelled. You guys are so unique. Let me see. I want to make sure I get everybody. Not bad. Not bad. 22 minutes. Right on. All right. So, we didn't get to open up phone lines and we didn't get to open up the panel to everybody earlier today. We went too long, but we were able to get everything in. Now, I got some videos we can check out this evening as well. And I have the new documents that came out if we need to go to those. But I also did, I made a highlight of the read through. So if you want to check that out and you haven't yet, just go to the videos, check out the latest short highlight video that I made. And I do the full read through with no chains on panel of the new documents that came out and just a little bit of commentary as I'm reading it. So I want to thank No Chains for hanging out for that as well. Let me see here. Yeah, Scarlett, you have to turn on the GIFs on your own. And it's the same in any YouTube channel. So if you can do it on one, you can do it on another, Scarlett. Let me see. It took me forever to design my avatar. I'm telling you, when I can like focus all that time on like different things, like intros with credits, you know, like it's a TV show. Instead of having pictures, it'll have. It's up here. I just have to have the time to put it there. But it's, you know, it's going to be like when you click on the show, you just, damn, boom, it's like a TV show. Except for you don't need DVR. You don't. You can just go back if you know. You don't need a DVR or nothing. You just come to YouTube. Oh, it was 2 hours ago. Cool. Just got home from work. Oh. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. If anybody would like to call, you're more than welcome. I'm going to ask that we keep the calls to 15 minutes or less, just to allow everybody the opportunity to make a call. And then after that, if we don't get any calls, then we'll go ahead and I'll open up the panel and we'll get into some of the videos from today and from the last couple days. There's one that I have that I wanted to show right off the bat. I'm trying to think. Which was it? Yes, the WNEP is the local news channel that, yeah, did a video. They do these videos every like week or so. Case to Interest Coburger, and I wanted to share one of those with you guys while we check it out. Let me see here. Yeah, I can hear StreamYard bugging. So if it does get a little weird, you know why. I don't know. I really need to look at some of these other streaming programs because I don't know. I mean, I love StreamYard and I'm used to it, but this this buggy is just it's getting to be too much. What's up, Janine? Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. I love that icon photo. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Kip Kitty. Oh, I'm not that popular. Um, but yes, I mean, when that's why it takes me a while because I also want to make sure that I greet everybody that comes in the show. I don't want anybody to ever feel left out. You know, um, it's just I would go into some shit, and it's based off of how I would want to be treated. I like I told you guys before I made this show, I was chilling in the true crime community for like 4 years, 4 years or so, and um, you know, I don't know. Whenever somebody would say hey or something, you know, uh, it always just made you feel good. And so that's why it's always important to me, no matter how many people want to complain about how long my intros are or how long I take to say hello to people or how long it takes to get to the content. It's like, it's important to me. I was, I'm at a different phase where I'm not, really caring about um, this part, but I was in management, upper management for uh, over 20 years. And that was always one thing that was always important to me. I treated all of the employees that worked for me, I treated all of them the same way, like I treat you guys here in this community. The little things are important, and I always want to make sure you feel important. And so, I guess the upper management skill that I learned from my real life employment uh, is applied in a lot of ways when it comes to the show, how I treat other content creators. Um, I really just approach it the same way. And so uh, I don't care if, people want to complain. You can skim your finger across the thumbnail and, you know, it, I, I always want to make sure people are important and they feel important and they feel appreciated and they feel valued. So, I just want to say thank you guys. And hey, it is what it is. However long we take to say hello is however long we take to say hello. What's up, Lisa? It is what it is. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So the phone lines are open 1-812-250-8484 if you want to call in. And if not, if I don't get any calls here in a few minutes, I'll open up the panel and we'll get going into some of these videos that I wanted to check out. Did you ever stress? Well, in the very beginning, when I first started, my first management position, I ran a MRI repair and maintenance program for a major medical company. And I ran that program. I covered, I think it was about 300 sites throughout the United States, Mexico, and Canada. So I like multitasking is like coordinating is one of my strong suits, I suppose. Coordinating, attention to detail. Those two things are. But that was the first one, and I did stress a lot, but That's what it is. You can't just hop on a bicycle and fly down the road. You gotta hop on the bicycle. You know, you got your training wheels for a short period of time. After that, you're gonna run into trees and shit because you're trying to stop, but you're having a hard time learning how to keep your balance and stopping. So you run into shit. uh, and then after that, you start to figure it out, and then you start to blossom. So yeah, the very beginning, but towards when I was done, uh, no, not really, because you figured all that other stuff out, and by that point, uh, it's probably like the first 3 years. The first 3 years um, was the high stress part, but after that, uh, it was more about making sure to because there's so many personalities out there, and that's the one thing about management is understanding each person's personality. you know Having an open mind, be willing to listen as well as uh, speak what you feel right, but be willing to listen as well, compromise, just those things. Saying hi to fellow humans. Brian Hoffman, what's going on? What's up, Draw Gray? Good evening. Ryan, are you on? What's up, man? What's up, Vix? Aw, well, good night. I appreciate you hopping in, Vix. Sleuthin, what's up? Yes, that's right. Party of Five. Kaleido what's up? Make sure, because StreamYard bugged out there for a second, so I didn't get to see comments. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, so let me see here. If anybody would like to call, what's up, Ron John? Watch your stream from yesterday. Are we sure there is not a camera on 11/26? Ooh. Well, we'll take a look here in a second. Thank you. I was just thinking about right directly across, but are you thinking the camera that's like facing the sliding glass door, Ron John? Because that, because I'm thinking that's probably what, at least 1.5 to 2 times the distance, I would think. If that's the house, that blue one, is that which one it is? I'll have to double check. What's up, Cassie? Raul, hello. Yeah, I'll take a look. We'll pull up the map here in a second. Serving the Merc, hey, what's up? Busy working, but wanted to jump in here and say, hey, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Kelly, what's up? Aw. Well, that's what's important. It's very important. That's why I try and protect the community and the atmosphere, and that's why I have to get the big boot. Sometimes people take it the wrong way, but it's what it is it's protecting the atmosphere where people can come in and feel this way. So some don't understand, but it's not for them to, because if they did, then they would be on that same vibage. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Bonnie Bailey, what's up? Oh, Brian, thank you so much for the hey you. What's up? Look at those. He's wearing sunglasses and got attitude. Thank you so much for that, Brian. Thank you. The Avillions. I like that. Thank you so much. Fantastic. What's up to you too? All right, so let me pull up the map here real quick. 1126. Good evening, Casey. Nancy. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Back again. All right. Oh, yeah, and I got to throw out the link too. Put that sign in the window real quick. Oh, come on, StreamYard. Mm, 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 mm. That's. Come on, StreamYard. All right, I gotta wait for StreamYard. StreamYard's bugging. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, I hope you feel better, bro. Ouch. Damn, I hope you feel better, dude. Let's see. Any idea what the secret show is? I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what secret show. I'm not sure. I don't even know what that is. What is that? I don't know. Shoot, I've just been on shows today. I was on my show this morning. Was on Dago's after that. Took a little nap because it is exhausting, believe it or not. And then I'm back tonight. What's up, Dream Suburb? Cat Spade. So I don't know. Go ahead and fill us in. What is it? Because I haven't heard about it, and you have. Did you see Harsh's reality post about him saying people looked great? People looked great? No. Pe- yeah, man. Feel better. Dang, bro. Oh. Yeah, I hope you get better fast, man. It's rough being a badass. What's up, Sue? All right. Man, yeah, man. Go to the hospital, bro. That's blood, man. You need that shit. All right, 1126. Yeah, cuz they have that porch right there in the back. Well, I guess that is, let me see. No, it's actually closer. And that's what's crazy is when you do look at this house, it's from 2007. Cuz look. It's like completely different than what you're going to see it look like right here. Look at that. It's like all closed off. And it almost looks different. But this is from 2007. And that's as far as you can go. But let me go to one of my videos here, because you can see it on this part that is taken away, but let me see. Okay. Let me see. Do I zoom in here? Because I can see that porch right there. Zoom in. Nope. Hold on one second. I gotta wait for it to get to a part. I've only played this a few times, so I'm trying to... But it shows that porch that's facing the sliding glass door. Here, let me go full screen on this 1 second. This is from shows. This is just the road from shows way back in last November, before they took it away. I know I zoomed in. If not, I can take a screenshot and zoom it in for you, just for the picture. No, dude, you're not, man. Hey, what's up? There we go. I knew I zoomed in on it.
Hey.
What's up? So
How are
that's
you?
the back of that. Doing all right. You got all your stuff packed and ready to go?
I'm getting there. I'm almost
Getting there. Getting there.
Yeah. I was thinking it was the house next to it.
Well, let me see here. If it'll let me back. Because, well, so this right back here where there's like a little roof coming off with the two windows.
Nope, not that one. There's one in between those two.
That's 1126. Because Run John brought up 1126 about maybe it having a camera. So that's this one right here. Wait a minute. No.
Yeah,
that is the one. Wait a minute.
That's what I was thinking, the long one.
Wait a minute.
And it has a sliding door, I think, on the back, but I'm not positive. Or a back door.
Wait a minute. Let me look at the angle there. Let me see, blue. Let me see. So we're standing over here where the road on Queen Road.
So
What's up,
basically,
Remy? I don't know. I don't know if it's that 1118. I think it might be the 1126.
yeah, maybe.
Cuz it looks like it's cuz like if you're looking at this, the 1118 is like straight next to the house. So it's like the side of the house is in the front of the parking lot for 1122. So if you and then the other one is like down and back. So if I'm looking at this picture, the back of that doesn't look like it's going into the front of the parking lot. That one looks like it's back and off to the side. So I think that one is 1126 with the two little windows back there.
Yeah, it probably is 1126. I was just thinking the one.
Hmm.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, because I think 1118, their camera is going to be facing out toward King Road like 1112. But 1126, this is the back of the house on the street. The front of the house is facing the sliding glass door. So
Oh,
when you're looking at this picture, that is the front of the house. And so Ron John came in chat in the beginning of the show and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about a camera on 1126?" And I was like, "You're right." Cuz I'll bring Google guy back down. Here
no, that would make sense. But
Yeah,
that means
cuz look,
they would have actual footage.
that's the back. The garage, it's got the stairs going up. I guess that could be I don't know. This is 2007 from this part of the house. So I don't know. That's a 2007. You don't get to 2000 and whatever until you get over here. Then you get all the blurry. And then that's 1118, right? The front of 1118, front of 11
Yeah.
11
no.
1112. Yeah. Cuz 1112 is right where the blurry's at. 1118 is this house right here.
1120.
And then 1126 is when you get to 2007. So that's a good question, Ron John, when it comes to the camera on 1126. Very good question. Thanks for bringing that up. Definitely a possibility. There's the black Jeep, CJ. What? Oh, shit. Saw some people hopping in here real quick. You see how they have it in a walkway? Yeah, like a walkway going around the back in a circle, like a half circle. They got the walkway in the back. So you literally park, and King Road is the back of the house. You park there. That's where the garages are at. And then you go up to the left or the right with the updated property, whatever. And then you come around to the front of the property. The front of the property is facing the sliding glass doors. And I mean, when you got that bird's eye view, that's pretty freaking close. But this is what's weird. Okay, so if they did have the footage from 1126 King Road, don't you think they would use that as their evidence in the PCA?
Well, if he was
why would you rely on 1112 footage if you have 1126 King Road footage? And if you're going to put something in the PCA, you'll want to put something in the PCA that is automatically going to stick. And when it comes to a lot of the stuff that's in the PCA, we know how many holes are in it, in our opinion. So if you were putting footage that this perpetrator was there when the crime was committed, wouldn't you put the 11/26 footage if there was any? Unless there isn't any, or the footage from 11/26 doesn't isn't better than the footage of 11/12 when it comes to proving the case. Maybe the 11/26 footage, if it does exist, and the reason that it wasn't used to solidify the PCA was because maybe it tells something different. Because the 11/12 footage is facing the opposite direction of the sliding glass door. 11/26 is facing the direction of the sliding glass door. So if you know what I mean? Like, hey, we're going to show you the footage that's facing away from the house because that's going to tell you our story.
I think that's why I'm stuck on like an informant, someone that knows. Because I think it's, when someone tells on someone and says they did it, I think that's why, well, this is just my thought, that they were, that's why they wanted the alibi so bad, to see if he would say it.
And I don't know, somebody this morning, it kind of had me wondering again. I really don't think that there's really these connections, but man, somebody brought it in chat this morning and it made me like kind of go back to a long time ago, and I was like, man, it's so damn far-fetched, but could it? About him being the DD? Driving alone? Out driving alone? How many people do DD and drive with a bunch of people that don't? Could he be so? I mean, could he be so for sure because he knew that he left the property before it took place because he was the one? I don't know. What's up, Charlotte? It's so far-fetched, but then it makes you wonder again. It's like, man, I don't know. Gosh, could it? Yeah, I think possibly 11/26 doesn't help their case. If there is footage, right? Because, gosh, come on. You got that view right there, with the bird's eye. I mean, you are that. What better view, footage-wise, could you have?
Well, maybe it's just footage that he was all dressed up. You couldn't really tell.
You're right there. But look at, I mean, that's like, you couldn't get no perfect or more better view, honestly. The middle of that roof there is going straight to that sliding glass door. I mean, straight to it.
That way.
Huh?
Why do they have it? Oh, because
that's the front. Yeah, the parking's back where the road is at, and then there's a walkway to the front. The front is the back. So you got a walkway coming from the garage where you park the vehicle, and then there's like a door that you can walk out of the garage. You can see that darkened path there.
Yeah,
there's a walkway coming from the street. So, when we're looking at the 2007 view, you can see those stairs coming up the right. So there's your path right there. And then there's like some kind of, I don't know, maybe it leads to like a large section for like a grill or something. coming around to the other side, it doesn't look like there's a path going to the road from there, but there's a shadow there. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of I mean, that's close. That is close.
Yeah, and you definitely probably pick up noise right there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I mean, you are right in line to have the audio bounce right to you. Uh, you're right in line with the sliding glass door to the left, to the right. The parking lot. I mean, I can imagine if you're looking at like a view, it's gonna have maybe won't have the parking lot. It'll have a teeny bit of it. It'll at least it should even if it couldn't make out the vehicle that's entering, if somebody came in the parking lot, you would still be able to see lights in a vehicle enter the parking lot from the side view of that camera if there was one. For sure. I appreciate you bringing that up. Where did this photo come from? What photo? Oh, the one with the Jeep? This is Google. Yeah, they have everything blurred out. Yeah. I appreciate you bringing that up. Okay, no. This so when you go, this one is current, okay? This is stuff that was, or this was removed from Google. And I went back to my shows in November before they started blurring everything out. And I got small clips and put them together. So we could look at this stuff, because I was mainly focused on trying to look around 11-12 to see if there was another camera somewhere, and I couldn't find one. That's the main reason why I dug it up. But I kind of looked around a little bit, and so I kind of got snippets of different things. Let me see here. So the thing about the 2007, so when you're on the Google guy, Street View, so right here, this view is from 2007. Right here. That's from 2007. But when you go down here, now you're in current. See? You're in current. But when you go down here, 2007. So
Google just didn't
yeah.
update.
Yeah, the guy that drives the car, or the lady, didn't drive up this small section. I don't know why. But yeah, and then there's the stairs right there that lead up to that path going up there. So there's that. That's a good thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. Time travel, right? Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That is interesting. So is there footage there? I'm not even, I mean, the one, the on the other side, I don't even know if it'll let me. No, it won't. Oh well.
They probably didn't go through because they were partying or something. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, 712 Queen Road, 1126 King Road. Man, Look at that. If 712 and 1126, those two totally trump 1112. Totally. No, I mean, I guess 1112 gets you the vehicle turning onto Queen Road. 712 gets you the footage of the vehicle coming up or around 1122, and then the 1126 gives you the footage of the screen, the sliding glass door,
And
and
the
the back
audio.
of the property. Yep, all of it, all of it. And did 1122. They had some stuff on their property that looked like surveillance too. Dang, never thought of 1126. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's got to be, man, the sliding glass door. Who opened it, right? Who opened the door and left it open? 1126. A few weeks back about the map. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Ray? It's a good question. You know, something will be coming out. It's been a while since Linda Lane dropped, so something's got to be coming out soon. Something. What's up, Lost Souls? How you doing? I think 1126 called. His car was broken into. I think you're thinking of 1118, Lisa. I think you're thinking of 1118. Because 1118, this one right here, I believe that's the house where that took place. Let me know. I might be wrong, but I think 1118 right here is the one where the vehicle was broken into. What's up, Violet? Doing good.
I don't know, CJ. If you see the house, because remember how it was like directly in front of you could see that other house real good? I think it's more the corner house that had the camera.
What?
Hold on, I'm trying
What do
to
you
think.
mean? The camera that the screenshot is from
Yeah.
1112.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's from this property right here. Because it's got this house in straight ahead of it, and then it's got the corner there. But 1126, and then 1118. That's where I think that the vehicle was. The story where the vehicle was broken into. That's where that is at, I believe. Sent you an email.
I don't think that, because if you remember how when she was explaining the I'm really trying, because I know next to it there was a vehicle, a white SUV was pulling out backwards, and it seems like it would be the 1118. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a house right next to it.
White SUV.
Yeah, when that girl was talking, the next door neighbors, that house.
The Dateline.
Yeah. Well,
the Dateline thing.
No, I don't know about the Dateline. The
Where'd you see?
The police, when they came to the house, when they came to the for the panties, there was a house next door, and there's a white SUV that was pulling out, and I think it was that house. There was a house next to it. I'm so confused right now.
I don't. Yeah, I am too. I think Dateline was. I think Dateline was the one that interviewed the person where the vehicle was broken into. And that I'm saying, yeah, the where you would see somebody pulling out would be 1112, I believe, because 1112 wasn't where the car was broken into, and there was a porch on the front with a driveway, and there's a porch on the front of 1118 with a driveway. Is that it? I can't play the Dateline thing because I played it for like
No, it's
5
not
minutes and they shut my shit down.
It's where the okay, Plunder has one on hers when the girl with the panties.
Plunder?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I'll try to find it too.
Yeah, if you want to try and find it, and I'll let me get to chat here. Ethan, see the about suitcase. Yeah, seeking pushed up daisies. I think 1118 was that house. The one with the pumpkins, the screenshot, that's 1112. The house where the car was broken into is at the end of the street. So it's at which one?
I'm pretty sure that 1118 is that house that there was a vehicle pulling out when that girl. Hold on.
So 1126 was the. So they would have to have surveillance if that is the house.
Yeah, that girl was creeped out. She probably would have got both back and front.
Right? $11.12 is the house with the screenshot with the 5 pumpkins. If you guys are. It's the one right there next to the house where Jack, the opposite side of the street. So it is. So it is 1126. And the vehicle was pulling out of 1118. So it has to have surveillance.
Where do you want me to send it to?
Huh?
Where do you want me to send that video to?
You can send it on Discord or email or whichever. Just let me know. Discord would probably be the best.
I'm going there.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. I'm pretty sure she has both officers on their cams, so it's going to be long.
Do what?
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
geez, 38 minutes. I just realized. Okay. Here, let me save this real quick. What timestamp should I go to? Do you know?
Not offhand. Hold on. $14.53-ish, around that.
1453.
Around it. I just scanned through. Yeah, it's
So this is the house?
where the panty girl is.
So they built wood stairs on top of where the cement stairs are at?
Actually, I have a picture right here. It's 1445, where you can see. Hold on. You can see the back porch right on this camera.
Whoa, 14. Does it 1445?
Yep, and you can see directly. You can see the back porch of 1122.
Yeah, I think that's 1118. No, that is the right one. Wow, that looks totally frickin' different. Then holy crap, they totally changed that landscape.
Yeah, look at that. There's that white.
Wow. Let me go full screen on this. They totally changed the landscape on that. Holy crap. That's totally different. We're just looking into different things, Todd.
So that's the third house over? Or
Yeah, it is. Because the 1112 sits far back.
Yeah.
The 1118 and 1126 are like side by side.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely good. So that is the front door now. Jeez, that looks so different. Wow. That looks so different. You know what's crazy? Why in the hell? Because, okay. See how clear this freaking view is, right? So if you're doing Google Guy, you'd be standing in the same spot as where this camera view is. And then you'd be able to zoom in. So why in the hell, when you're on this part of King Road, does it go back to 2007 when the street is literally a half a block? Was it taken away as soon as it happened? That slide? Because it drove around, and let me see how many years. It was going. Let me see. There's like a more options thing. I don't know how to get. Let me see. How do I? Where you can change from different years as they went through it. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow, that looks so different. It's totally cleared out. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that, jeez. So the garage, they just. That had to cost some money.
So
They just kind of like totally redid that whole area, huh?
It's the third house in?
It's the last house on that side of the street. It's the last house. It's 1126. It's the last house on the left. You got 1112, which is blurred out right there where my square is. Then you got this right here, because see the top of the roof? I thought this was all one. But look, the top of the roof, this is separate. Where the Jeep is at is separate.
Yeah. But wait, can you zoom anymore or no? Because it's not.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm feeling like there's
the of 1112. That was the front of 1112. It was nothing but trees. What the? Wow. They totally redid this. I mean, look at this. This house right here is only one story. Now it's two. Look, now it's two. There's an extra level. They totally redid that whole area. Kane owns a lot of those properties now. I mean, they totally redid this whole freaking block. I mean, completely. Because all where that was all trees and shit. Like, and then in front, and that kind of makes sense because when you looked at how the 1112 property layout was before all those renovations, that was in, when was that? 2000, when was that? If you go to Google Maps. Yeah, we checked that out a couple months ago about all the differences when it comes to the Google Maps stuff. It's like Google Maps gets confused between the two houses. What's up, everybody? Bad Slave. Engineering seems to be on par. She said she already ordered camera by that time. And then somebody helped, right? The blurring is so strange now. What's up, Mike dropping mom? Everybody else hopping in. Yeah, I don't get the map changes like that either. Especially like, man, yeah, when you look at that video, that's like, and then you can zoom in. Why 2007? So not one Google person drove down that street for 15 years, but they drove all up and down the other ones. Hmm. Well, when I was going back through it, when I was looking at my stuff for that clip, uh, in my mind, I was like, yeah, uh, I got all these episodes, right? All these episodes where I walked around the neighborhood, and as I started going through them, after like the first 2 weeks, within the first 2 weeks of covering the case when it happened, I didn't cover it right away. Um, I maybe like a week later, and when I started doing my Google guy walking around, it was only maybe a week or two after that everything was blurred. It was like boom, it was blurred out, and I'm like, what?
Okay, check this. Okay, so I just put in 1122 Queen Road, and for some reason my pin hit on that corner house.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
1122 King.
yeah. And when you look at the pictures, it shows the pic. Like if you look at 1126, it shows a picture of 1122, and when you're looking at 1122, it shows pictures of 1126. Yeah, the first
No,
night that No Chains hopped in, she showed us all that. Yeah, the switch, how it gets confused.
no, here, I'm gonna send it. This is weird. One house has 4 addresses on it.
Yeah, and then the other one, it always had like when it showed 1122 King Road, it always had like a dash going across the yard between 1126 and 1118, and it was always like, what?
What I'm seeing, I put it in Discord. It's really weird. It's like an apartment. It's weird.
Oh yeah, like the townhouses.
Yeah, like there really is 1122 King Road. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's king, because and that's what was weird. Here, let me open it. Because that's what was weird is because for the longest time, uh, where's it at? Yeah, right there. That's 1122 Queen Road.
King.
King.
Move it over to the left.
Oh yeah, right there.
Well, even if you go up, it says King Road. You see, it's that.
Yeah. How can there be two 1122 King Road?
There's not though. The house that it happened was 1122 Queen.
Yeah, but it's King Road killing. And that's what I'm saying. Like when it came to Google, you would see, so like here's the property, and you would type in the address on Google, and when you're like having a destination, it shows you the Google destination line ended between 1126 and 1118, and then had these dashes that went across in between these two houses and then went over to 1122 King Road. But how in the hell can you have 1122 over here and 1122 up here? Because when you're typing in 1122 King Road, it pops up as this.
But look at the top, Queen.
Yeah, but it's not Queen Road. It's King Road.
Oh, that is
the crime.
The crime?
So there's 21122 King Roads.
How is it? It's on Queen though.
I know, but look at what do they call it? King Road. They don't call it Queen Road. The King Road killings, it's always King Road. Like what news or what News Nation video calls it Queen Road? They don't. They call it King Road. Like what video clip shows, like what article shows? I mean, hell, let's go to the PCA, right?
Yeah, but that's what confused me because I was like, isn't it Queen? But then when they say he did a 3-point turn, I'm picturing right there on that corner because it said King and Queen.
Right here in the PCA, 1122 King Road.
Yeah, but it switched it up later, I thought. I thought it said Queen after.
No. Where did right there. That's the PCA. I'm sure everybody got confused. Hell, we're all getting confused as to what road it is, Shit. And then, like, but when No Chains first hopped in the show. Huh?
Did it ever say Queen? Because I was positive it said Queen.
It is on Queen Road. The front door faces Queen Road, but it's not.
Well, even in the PCA,
it's not Queen Road.
It's so weird.
This is the PCA. Yeah, King Road. King Road, right here. This is a PCA. Yeah. In essence, yes, Caroline. In essence, there's 1122 King Road addresses, although house are entered by Queen Road. And that's what I'm saying. But before now, let me see if it does it now. I'll just come up with an address and I'll see if it does it. But it literally had the destination, like if you went from one address to another and ended it at 1122 King Road, it literally had a line driving down King Road, stopped in front of 1118 and 1126, had dash lines going across in between the two houses, and then hit where the property was at. Like the driveway was not even part of the destination route. So and that's how it was in the beginning. And then that's when I'm like, well, yeah, I can see why somebody was doing weird turns and all this other shit, because it's like you're trying to find the damn property when you're looking at your your GPS and it's like boom, and you're like, where in the fuck is it at? Like like hell, it's hard enough sometimes to even like see what destination it is at nighttime, and you're on the same freaking street as the front door, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you're at the right house or not. I can imagine like being like, oh shit, where's this house at? And then you got to drive all the way around, and this, yeah, it makes no sense. Let me do a directions thing. Let me see, Pullman. So let's see what it shows. And maybe they updated it on Google, but so what does that mean? That the PCA needs to be rewritten because it's got the wrong address? Yeah. Because it says King Road in the PCA. Oh my gosh. Look at this shit. Wow. What the hell is this? Now, did they open up Queen Road again? Look at this shit. Okay, see the dot marks?
Yeah.
That's what it was doing to 1122 King Road. It's over here. Those dashes. That's what I'm saying. It had the freaking blue line coming to here. It had the dashes. I can go to these old videos. I know it's on there. Had the dashes going across to this property over here. Now, when has this ever took place? I've never. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is the first time.
This is nuts.
This is the first time I'm seeing this one.
Hmm. So how I'm not understanding about the DoorDash then. If you really don't know
What?
where you're going and you type it in,
Right. That's what would make sense as somebody, because when you look at the PCA, right? Because this is why I kind of thought like maybe the DD, right? Because say that you put it in your GPS, okay, and you're driving here. Okay, so you're coming here and it's like boom, it pings you here, but that's not it. So you drive down here, then you like come around here, you come back around here, and you come around back here, then you do some weird ass 3-point turn because maybe you're just like, what the fuck house is it? You drive around here, do some weird turn, then you come around here. Like maybe it was because like where in the hell is it? Because if it's this confusing to us, think about it. There's been plenty of times where I'm driving at night and I have an address of a location, and maybe I've been in the neighborhood before, but not the specific house. And then you're trying to find it at night. And you know, when you're following your GPS or your Google Maps or whatever, it tells you you're at the location and you could be at the house and right next to it. You know, you almost have to look at the numbers on the house. So I can imagine having this property in here to try and do a DoorDash at 4 in the morning, and I'm getting freaking lost because it's like, yo, it's telling me it's here, but I don't see 1122. I see 1118 and 1126. Where in the hell's 1122? So then you drive around here. This house, 1122, sits back, so it might have been harder to see the numbers on the house. So maybe that's why there was a 3-point turn and all this other shit, because you're just like, where in the hell is this? And then from process of elimination, you figure it out and you make it to the destination. The mistake is we are all making is to go to the PCA. Going to the PCA to show that the address says 1122 King Road. 1122 King Road. Right here. And hereafter, the King Road residence. So they're referring it to the King Road residence as well. Using a different navigator. No. I have not. Right. That's right, Ron John. Like, it don't happen all the time, and who would use these maps if it did? Because then you're going to get just as confused as us, and You know, it's like back in the day when you could use Rand McNally or MapQuest, and you know how MapQuest fucked up shit all the time? It'd tell you to turn right, but really you were supposed to turn left kind of shit. It's the same thing. Why would you keep using MapQuest if it gives you wrong directions here or there because there's a glitch in their shit? You're going to use something that's more reliable. So if this kind of shit happened all the time, it would become unreliable. Would you use it as much? Yeah, we should be able to look at it. Let me see. Because if that is the front, right? We should be able to go right there. Let me look. Right there. Front of the house. 1122. What the heck did it do that for? What the heck? Here. 1122 right there. Wait a minute. Okay, so there's a door that's open, and there's a door. There's 3. So why, wait a minute, there was 4 though. Why is there 3 doors but 4 numbers? Huh? So does this last one face the opposite direct? What? How is there 4 apartment numbers but only 3 doors? What the hell?
Maybe there's 2 on the back.
But then that would be 5 numbers.
4. Wait, where do you see?
There's 3 doors. There's a door that's shut. There's a door that's open.
Oh, that might
And
be
there's
go
a
up
door
there.
that's shut.
I don't think that's a door in the middle. Maybe it's like a laundry room or something. It looks like it's open. It doesn't have a door on it or something.
I don't know. I can't remember where it was at. I saw there was like a map. I think No Chains has it. There's like a map that shows the individual that owns certain houses on that section, that area. I'm wondering. I think that is one of them, but I'm not sure. There's 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. Okay. So then the front of. Okay. Oh, okay. So that makes sense. So then the upstairs one have this little patio thing. So then that would mean that the door to 1122 King Road actually faces inside. You know what? Let me go back to this. I might have actually walked and got the view of that property here. Let me go back to this again. Let me see. I'll zoom in in a second here. See, I'm wondering when I walk down the other way back down towards King Road, I'm wondering if I catch a snippet of the front of that other door. Because I can't go down that road anymore. Come on, dude. And I might have got it in some other videos. I just made... These are just clips before 1122 was blurred out, which was very quick into this case. So that's why I only got about 8 minutes of it. But I got plenty more going up and down that road. Because the road didn't get taken away until the beginning of the year. Maybe March or something. What's up, Jess? Yes, hold on. 1 second. Just give me a second. I have to do something real quick, and I have to pause the video because I'm going to miss what I'm trying to find. So just give me 1 second here. Shoot. Just give me a moment here. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. Pick your head up, man. What are you looking down for? Come on. What are you doing? What the hell? That's just turned on its own. I'm just checking this out real quick to see if I can get a front picture of that. Sorry, I haven't been able to see chat here. Let me see here. No, mistakes happen. I don't think I don't know. Oh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. I missed it. 320. No, there's trees in front of it, so I won't even be able to get a good picture. No, there's trees in front of it. Nope. Right there. There's no front door to it. Where's the front door? I don't know. Something's weird.
Those two.
That's not a front door. So wait.
So they must have like those two entry doors. They must have two apartments in each door.
Something's weird.
Maybe upstairs and a downstairs or something.
If you take street view to the front of the green building, you'll see the stairs in the middle. So the stairs in the middle is what takes you to the apartments upstairs. So the stair. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to street view here.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So these stairs take you to the upstairs. It would have to make sense, because why in the hell would the front door be in between, you know? And that makes sense because I don't see a front door there. I knew that would come in handy one day. Okay. So that would be the front. So then that is 1122 King Road because it is on King Road. So why in the hell is that King Road? Why? Good night, Dream Suburb. Thank you for hanging out tonight. So okay, hold on. So let me. But just because, I don't know. Now, this is a question I have. Is it just because Google updates? Okay, hold on a minute. If you look at 1122 Queen Road, right? If I look at 1122 Queen Road, this is what it gives me. Why is it giving me that? (1122) Queen Road. Look at the picture. That's the fucking apartment building we just looked at. And that's Queen Road, not King. No wonder DoorDash got confused. You tell me, Caroline. Let me check my email real quick. You tell me, Caroline. Okay, let me see here. (1118) and 1122 King Road lot line adjustment, March 6, 2017. Thank you, Michelle. Huh. Oh, there's no audio? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me refresh. Actually, here. Hold on. What the heck? Where's the... Hold on.
(1118) and 1122 King Road. This was reviewed by Public Works Finance Committee on December 12th, 2016. It was delayed a little bit because we were waiting for a corrected legal description, so that's why you're just seeing it now. Two parcels highlighted in red on the center of your screen. You see King Road running north-south here, and Taylor Avenue. This is U of I campus, and Nez Perce Drive. Closer aerial and zoning view of the property. That light blue is the R4, which is multifamily residential. Further up the road on the west side of Walenta and Ridge Road, you'll see the R1, which is our low-density single-family residential zone. So looking at the requirements of the R4 zone, we have a minimum lot width is 50, minimum lot area is 5,000 square feet. Typical setbacks, front's 15, rear's 20.
Yeah, sorry about that, Lulu. That was done on accident. Sorry about that.
Street side's 13, and the side is minimum of 5, but both of them have to equal 15. We do have special requirements for flag lots, and this is what 1122 is proposed to be as a flag lot. Defined as a lot with access provided to part of the lot designated for use as a building site by a narrow corridor. And we don't define how large that narrow corridor can be, I guess. So flagpole portion of lots, we just say that they can't exceed 150 feet in length, and then they have to be at least 20 feet in width. So we don't have a maximum in width for a flagpole portion. So looking at the two lots, we have 1118 here to the north, and you've got 1122 here to the east. Proposal would be to convey a 20 by 36 foot area from 1118 to 1122. There is an existing garage on 1122. We measure the front setbacks, so this would be the new flagpole portion of the lot. When it comes out into the main portion of the lot, we typically measure our front yard setbacks from the...
So this is when there was still a garage there. And that was that weird looking garage because it had a slope to it. It had like, it almost looked like a 2-story garage because the foundation, the back of the garage was ground level, and then the slope to where the front of the garage would be, it was almost like it was another level underneath the garage level because of the slope. So the foundation looked to be just as tall as the actual garage.
Well, even beside or behind that longhouse, isn't there like a little like pop-up? I don't know what you call them, like a storage pop-up thing. I don't know if it's pop-up, but
well, this is what's weird too, is where's 1112?
Oh yeah,
where's 1112 at? I see 1118. I see 1126. I don't see 1112.
I didn't think I see parking for, like, is that those little lines?
Yeah.
Parking?
See that square right here in the top
Yeah.
corner? Yeah, that's where the parking would be for 1112, and 1112 would see this middle house here, that little part that's sticking out. That's where the front of 1112's house would be. Like it's missing 1112.
Or is this just what he owns?
I don't know, but if you're talking about zoning and shit, I would imagine they would have 11. Okay, there you go. 1112 was built in 2018 to 2019. It didn't even exist at this point.
The middle of the flagpole portion where it comes into the main portion. So it'd be a 15-foot front yard setback, and there'd be a radius here. We'd measure a front yard setback. So there can't be any structures within that front yard setback, and there is currently a garage, and that will be a future condition that it needs to be either relocated or torn down in order to meet that setback requirement if this lot line adjustment's approved.
Oh.
So this is what it
So that's why it needed to be torn down. And look, you can see the garage right there.
Oh, yeah.
So, geez, the whole back of that property looks completely different. Because it's a square. It's not a diagonal now. That's a square. What the heck?
looks like on the ground. 1118 is 10,087 square feet in size. 1122 is about 7,200 square feet in size. Current structures on the properties, you have a single family dwelling here as well as on 1122. There's that adjustment. So
Right, P. Fox, and that's what doesn't make sense. If all of these properties were renovated in the last 10 years, why in the hell did you have to go clean asbestos? Because they stopped using asbestos, what, in the frickin' 80s? When did they stop using asbestos? It was like the 80s or 90s, right? So
Yeah,
if
a while ago.
if a house, this is what, if a house was remodeled or renovated, you have to clean the asbestos. You can't do it until you clean it.
They even had stuff about lead paint.
So why in the hell? Right, Celtic? Yeah, that makes no damn sense. Asbestos is like years ago.
20 feet to the east.
They didn't remove the structure looks different. That sliding glass door is at an angle. That structure is square in the back. That's square. In the early 70s, outlawed. But wouldn't they be disturbing it if they're chopping off part of the frickin' roof? Banned in 1989.
East and 36 feet tall, results in a 40-foot width flagpole portion of that lot. So like I mentioned, this is reviewed by Public Works Finance. They recommended approval in December 12, 2016. Staff's recommendation is to approve the lot line adjustment request with the condition that the existing garage at 1122 King Road be removed or relocated in order to meet setback requirements. I'd certainly be able to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, well, that Public Works and Finance Committee was on December 12th.
And it was
Jim?
pretty much passed forward with a recommendation to pass. Can't see anything wrong with this as long as they move the garage. So with that, I would make a motion that we approve the lot line adjustment request with the condition that the existing garage on 1122 King Road be removed or relocated in order to meet the setback requirements.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Jim and a second by John to approve the lot line adjustment request with the conditions that the existing garage on 1122 King Road be removed or relocated in order.
And King Road again. King Road. What the heck? No wonder.
To meet the setback requirements. So I will start to roll with.
I have a question, if I
Walt?
might, Mr.
Okay.
Mayor, before we vote. Mike, would the 1122 King become a Queen address?
Well,
Serious question.
It's a legitimate question. Why is it so funny?
Really.
Queen Road is a private drive, so we can't have a street address off of a private drive. It'd be King Road still is, I think, the current addressing of that property. So nothing will change. It'll still be a King Road address.
Okay, so which one's 1122 King?
This one.
Okay, on the drawing in the packet, it's labeled 1120
They had mislabeled.
King, and then King is in parentheses.
They had mislabeled that. So I had corrected it on the PowerPoint, but so I had 1122. But yeah, they have. It should be King. They just had it mislabeled on the site plan.
Okay, so the address for King is correct,
Correct.
even though access is off of Queen.
Correct.
And they have, if I may, Mr. Mayor,
Sure. Go ahead.
and they have whatever easement is necessary to access it off of the private street.
Yeah, they have a private easement across this property for access to their property. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Lori, do you have the motion? Do I need to restate it? You okay with it? The motion was made by Jim and second by John. I'll start the roll. Walter.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
That's pretty interesting. And what was so funny, you know? How come I can't save it? That's weird. So then how was that 1122 King? Even more of a question. Let me see here. I don't know. It was weird why they were laughing like that. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, this is, I'm gonna do, oh yeah. That local news case of interest. Could Koberger's alibi hurt his case more than it helps? This is from a few days ago. And this is a local TV station that has these case of interest videos that they put out like once a week. They're very interesting, so I wanted to share these guys with you. And I'll share the link if you want to save it to your playlist as well.
Welcome back to Case of Interest Coburger. I'm Newswatch 16 Stacey Lang. This is our web series where we break down all of the latest developments in the University of Idaho murder case. Of course, that happened in November of last year. 4 students were killed in their off-campus apartment at the University of Idaho. About a month later, we learned the suspect in that case is Brian Coburger, who's a native of our area, Monroe County, the Albrightsville area. So we're piecing this all together as this is now a local story to northeastern and central Pennsylvania. So this is our chance to sift through the paperwork that's filed in court leading up to Coburger's trial, which is right now scheduled for October. And there's been a fairly important development this past week. There's a statute in Idaho criminal law that says that a defendant in a trial can present a formal alibi. And it basically presenting the formal alibi ahead of trial keeps the door open for that alibi to be discussed in trial. And that is a decision that Coburger's defense team has made. And they submitted paperwork with an alibi. But there are some caveats to that. We brought in an expert who's going to help explain what this really means. I want to turn now to the paperwork that was filed on Wednesday in Idaho court with Coburger's alibi and explain to you what Coburger's presenting here. He basically is saying that he was alone in his car, as the evidence points that he was in his car driving his white Hyundai Elantra around the time of the murders in the area of Kings Road where those 4 students were killed, but he never left his car. That's his alibi. Let me read these 3 paragraphs here that kind of are the crux of this paperwork. Mr. Coburger has had a habit of going for drives alone. Often he would go for drives at night. He did so late on November 12th and into November 13th of 2022. Mr. Coburger is not claiming to be at a specific location at a specific time. At this time, there is not a specific witness to say precisely where Mr. Coburger was at each moment of the hours between late night November 12th, 2022 and early morning, November 13th, 2022. He was out driving during the late night and early morning hours of November 12th and 13th of 2022. Counsel for Mr. Coburger is aware that case law broadens the definition of alibi with the statutory requirement of a specific location to more broadly include disclosure of information that tends to state the person claiming alibi was at a place other than the location of an offense. Mr. Coburger has complied to the extent possible at this time. So basically they're saying here that though an alibi should be a specific place and time, they don't have that. But this is the minimum that they have to present to keep this alibi discussion open in court. Corroboration of Brian Coburger not being at 1122 King Road may be brought out through cross-examination of the state's witnesses. At this time, Mr. Coburger cannot be more specific about the possible witnesses and exactly what they will say. The defense has been hampered by the state's own choices. The state chose a secret grand jury rather than the planned preliminary hearing. Had the state moved forward with a preliminary hearing, the defense would have had the opportunity to develop testimony through cross-examination and witness presentation. So they're also using this document to make an argument they have been making for weeks now, that the prosecution should not have indicted Coburger through a secret grand jury, and that they should have had an opportunity for preliminary hearing, because what they want to do is see which witnesses the prosecution is going to bring to the stand, have an opportunity to cross-examine them ahead of trial. Now, we're going to break all of this down with a Luzerne County prosecutor, Jarrett Ferrantino, who's been involved in some big murder trials here in northeastern Pennsylvania. He has an interesting take on why Coburger and his team may have made this decision. Let's listen to what he has to say. When you look at this document where Coburger lays out what he says his alibi is, what's your reaction as a prosecutor?
It's a defining moment when a defendant commits to particular aspects of their defense. Here, Brian Coburger, think about what he's saying in his alibi defense. He's saying, I was not at Kings Road in the middle of the night and those early morning hours. I was out driving around by myself. Now, that is his alibi. He's not saying I was at a library studying with other witnesses who can testify and support that position. He's not saying I was with family He's not even saying I was in bed in my apartment, which is where we typically are in the early morning hours of November 12th, November 13th. He has committed to being out and about, in all likelihood in that white Hyundai Elantra, which is consistent. So as a prosecutor, I'm looking at what aspects of what Mr. Kohlberger has committed to is consistent with my case. Here it is. He was up. He was out. He was alone. He was in that Hyundai Elantra. All of a sudden, these are the kind of things that as a prosecutor, when you can show that Elantra was in proximity of Kings Road, his cell phone supports that information. Nobody else was with Brian Kohlberger at that time. His alibi is hurting him when tested against the prosecution's evidence. Even the manner in which they've presented it. In Idaho, if you put forth an alibi, which is fairly typical, you are required to specifically state where you were and identify witnesses that can support your case. Their filing, which we've reviewed here, says, well, we don't have witnesses that could necessarily put him there. We're going to procure that information in cross-examination with the state's witnesses. And we can't specifically say where he was. He was just driving around in the middle of the night. You've painted yourself into quite a corner there. It's a curious alibi. I don't know that that's the kind of alibi that's going to ultimately carry the day. Now, I haven't been privy to, and nor has the public, what else the defense is looking to put on, but they've committed that Brian Kohlberger in the middle of the night was on the move, and that's big.
And it does say that it seems like the case law supports that if he says this now, then it opens the door for him to be able to present witnesses at time of trial, right? Am I understanding that correctly?
So Kohlberger will always have the opportunity to present whatever witnesses have relevant information. So to the extent that his alibi opens the door for him to present witnesses, it does. But in Idaho, you're required to identify those alibi witnesses at the filing. They haven't done that. They've simply said the witnesses we're going to utilize in support of this alibi will actually be the state's witnesses and the information we're going to glean through cross-examination. That's a pretty curious approach, considering the prosecution maintains they have witnesses that are going to put Brian Kohlberger and his car and his DNA and his phone at Kings Road.
Do you anticipate that they're doing that because the defense feels like they're not going to be able to refute that evidence, which is the surveillance video of the car, the cell phone data, and all of that?
Well, if they couldn't refute it, if they're going to be unable to refute that evidence, their client is in a lot of trouble because the evidence puts him at Kings Road. Why the defense may be putting forth this alibi, let's say this, the defense may be putting forth this alibi because Brian Kohlberger is asking them to. But again, it is an ambiguous alibi at best. And to me, it is stronger in support of the prosecution's theory of this case rather than supportive of the defense.
Right.
It seems like Ann Taylor, the defense attorney, is also using this document as an opportunity to again ask for a preliminary hearing, which Kohlberger did not get because he was indicted by a grand jury. Do you think that, why do you think that they are so adamant about having that hearing, and do you think they'll get it?
Well, let's focus on what they're hoping to get an opportunity to cross-examine the prosecution's witness before the time. Let's say this. What I can glean from the strategy of the defense to date, they are hoping for a day and an opportunity to cross-examine the defense's witnesses before they get to a jury. So they're hoping to re-engage that preliminary process, re-engage those witnesses through pretrial filings. Strategically, that's a pretty smart thing to do. See how these witnesses testify, test their recollection of facts, test their expertise. And they keep trying to relitigate, ultimately, the grand jury proceeding. I think it's important to note, if that proceeding was flawed, and I'm not suggesting it was, you just get a do-over. They go back and represent it. Ultimately, Brian Kohlberger doesn't walk out of his jail cell. We end up right where we were. So at the end of the day, that particular strategy ultimately ends up being like a delay tactic and tolls the inevitable day where these witnesses are going to be put in front of a jury, and Brian Kohlberger is going to stand trial for the horrible, horrific deaths of these young people.
That was Jarrett Ferrantino, a Luzerne County prosecutor, talking about what may help or hinder Kohlberger's case in presenting this alibi to the judge, as he has this week. We're also looking forward to a hearing. Kohlberger is expected in court on August 18th. That's when the prosecution and the defense and the judge will all hash out a series of motions that were presented by Kohlberger's defense team. One of those is a fairly important one and ties back to that alibi discussion. It's a motion to dismiss the grand jury indictment to give the prosecution an opportunity to have a preliminary hearing and go through some of the prosecution's evidence. We'll have to see whether or not the judge allows that, but we'll be paying attention to that. That's scheduled for August 18th at 10:30 Idaho time. So it'll be in the afternoon here. We'll have coverage on Newswatch 16 and on WNEP.com. And of course, we'll break it all down here on Case of Interest Kohlberger.
Let me reach out to him real quick just to see here. Hold on.
Do you think it's possible when DM heard crying that someone was talking to BF? It's okay, I'm going to help you.
What do you... Like, who do you think said that then? I just reached out to him to see if how he's feeling.
Who? I don't know.
There you go. Somebody in chat asked how he was doing.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Because I
I don't
find
know.
that
I've always wondered who could that be.
and who is he talking to?
Yeah, like who?
Because she heard that
Hmm.
and she didn't hear anything else but that. She heard someone crying. It's okay, I'm going to help you. It just sticks out, and PF was not mentioned at all.
Yeah, and you know who was going to help.
Right.
I've always wondered that. Like that's been one of the biggest questions too. Is who said it and who the possibilities of who. I've even had people come in panel and say, I think it was somebody that knew what was going to happen, was too late to get there, and tried to come in, realized it was too late, tried to help, realized they couldn't, and then took off and freaked out. And that's why they never contacted anybody. I don't know. It's a yeah, prayers for Dago. A hernia rupture.
Ugh. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Because you never know if it's going to stop,
Well,
But he said he reached out to his doctors and they told him to wait till the morning.
hernia ruptured. Wouldn't that mean like the sac?
I don't know. I never had one, so I don't even know I don't even know.
I think you can push organs out.
Yeah, is that like a tear in your stomach lining or something?
Yeah.
Where your intestines are coming through or something?
The sack. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. It's a hole in the muscle. Oh, wow. How does that even... Man, I don't want that to happen to me. Shoot. Depends on where it's located.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't even know what... Oh, no, you're good, Bad Slave. I appreciate you asking. Let me see here. Let me see if he did send anything back. Nope, I haven't. I don't see anything from him yet. Okay. Let me see here. Harsh reality. What's BK hiding from the prosecution? See what he has to say about this. Let me go to Real Harsh. Check this video out real quick.
Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful people. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, and it's actually meat and potatoes day. As you know, it's all about Sunday roasts and meat and potatoes. With that being said, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. So look, we've been going over the last few days the Idaho 4 case, and yesterday we touched on this alibi situation. But in amongst the alibi situation that, again, I said would split the room, and it certainly has split the room, there was mention of Brian requesting or offering an ex parte hearing. And I think there's a few people out there who are curious about this. There's some people who don't quite understand what that request is all about. So look, that's what we're going to talk about very briefly, and then I'm going to let you get on your way, get you to enjoy some family time and not YouTube time. So look, it would appear that what the defense are saying, in amongst all of this, there is a clear underlying theme, and that is, look, if this would have gone the way in which it should have, in our opinion, the defense, there would have been a preliminary hearing. There was a preliminary hearing set, it had a date, and we was all going to go, and we was all going to have a sit-down discussion, and it would have allowed certain things to happen. But because that was taken off of the table, the prosecution removed that. That no longer became an option. And you put us in a position where we have to function in a certain way. And I believe that the ex parte hearing offer is a way for the defense to say, look, we want to have a discussion. We want to have a discussion and address the judge so we can say pretty much what we were going to say at the preliminary hearing. Now, some people will be like, well, what is there to say? What can you say? This alibi situation pretty much is a slam dunk for the prosecution, because he's basically saying that he was in fact in the car. And some could argue that, look, perhaps the defense have exhausted a way in which they can attack the white Hyundai Elantra situation. So they've kind of succumbed to this, look, there's no point in battling that, so we may as well just say, look, hold our hands up and say, look, we was in the car, it was you. They still have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that not only was you driving in the area, but you entered the house and done the crime. That's the way a lot of people are going to interpret that. And to be fair, that seems the most likely situation, that he was indeed driving around. But I don't think that comes as a surprise. I touched on this yesterday. Ultimately, if you go down that rabbit hole of Brian Kohberger was just framed, and again, like I've said, framing isn't like the movies. We're not talking about this. We're just talking about that the police found someone that they were able to push forward in front of a judge and say, this is the guy. they would have had to have done some homework first to make sure that that wasn't going to fall apart. And there are clues in amongst everything that makes you, again, consider this. Now, I'm not saying that's 100%, but I'm just saying that there are things happening, little small clues and nuances to things that makes you believe that the prosecution aren't 100% sure on things. And I'll tell you for why. Like the alibi situation, that they are almost like demanding an alibi. Now, upon research, and it's quite clear why this is. Now, Idaho have this alibi demand situation set up. It's money. It's all about money. What they don't want to do is sink a load of funding into a court case that ultimately could be ended by an alibi. Someone saying it couldn't have been me, I was with Dave, and Dave is going to corroborate it, and we have a way of proving that. And this forced alibi situation manages to save money, I would imagine, in many, many cases. But if you feel that you're 100% accurate in your findings, that this person is 100% the person who did the crime, then why sink so much time and effort into demanding an alibi? Because you should know by this stage, when you're taking someone to court, and you are not only taking them to court, but you are seeking the death penalty for that.
Right.
I would think that you would surely have to be 100% sure.
Damn sure.
Unless we're saying that we could try people and technically kill them on a hunch. We believe it is. We're not 100% sure, but we think it is, beyond reasonable doubt. Well, surely they must at least beyond reasonable doubt believe that this person is the person who did the crime. But this demanding an alibi doesn't seem to promote that theory. But anyway, back to the ex parte hearing. What do we know? We know the last thing that we spoke about and were touching on before the aforementioned preliminary hearing, that there was an investigation done by someone working on behalf of the defense team, and they found information surrounding Bethany Funk that they believed was exculpatory to the client being Brian Kohberger. They had fought to get a meeting with her, and that was about to go ahead. And then all of a sudden, yoink, gone, and here we are with a grand jury. Now, Brian Kohberger could have indeed been driving around. He could have been doing other things. There are a multitude of things that Brian could have been doing. Now, it could have been that he was simply night driving. Could have been. I've done it before, especially years and years ago. Not so much now because I'm in a happy relationship. I have children. I'm 43 years old. So you're probably not going to see me driving around at night because of shit and drama and issues going on around home and things like that, or feeling lonely. But people do it. People do it.
Right.
And I believe that even if he'd have said that to the officers when he was initially arrested, taking him for questioning, he could have said that, and that could have bolstered their ability to do what we're potentially seeing now, and that is charging him with this crime. Because at that stage, if that was his only alibi...
See you later, Lost Souls.
There you go. Anyway, I digress. But he could have been doing other stuff. He could have been involved in a different world. Now, we know, and I've touched on, that this area, whether people want to stick their heads in the sand or not, they do have a narcotics issue. And Brian Kohberger could have well been involved in that. He could have been a dealer. He could have been a collector. He could have been something involved in this, which meant that he needed multiple phones. We have evidence that would support the theory that he has multiple phones. Now, why would you have multiple phones if you're a psychopath?
Thank you for hopping in, Ron.
You're just stalking people, and you're eventually going to go into someone's home and eradicate everyone in the house. That doesn't mean that you need a secondary phone unless you're liaising with somebody else. Now, these could just be old phones. It could be old phones that are not being used. Who knows? But ultimately, the paperwork alludes to the fact that there are multiple phones with active numbers. There are varying numbers. So it wouldn't say that's an old handset not used, and he's took his SIM card or the eSIM and transferred it to another phone. They listed other numbers, which to me goes hand in hand with a burner phone. And burner phone, when I think of burner phone, I think of, right, this is my everyday phone that I don't mind people seeing me use, and I can take and make calls on. And then this other phone that I use for stuff that is separate from my everyday life. So there are little things, little clues that would point to the fact that perhaps Brian Koberger was involved in something different. And maybe this ex parte hearing is to start discussing that world. And this is something very, very important to consider. And that is that if Brian Koberger is indeed innocent, which we have to if we're doing right by him, is to keep the assumption of innocence until proven otherwise. And if that's the case, we at this stage must feel that there could potentially be another killer or killers. And that's something very, very important to understand. Now, some people take all of this case as entertainment. They use it to push certain things and force their communities into thinking the same way as them and seeing the same way as them. But the reality is we don't have a convicted person in all this. We have someone who definitely looks like he could be guilty, but there are some questions surrounding said guilt. But make no bones about it, without that conviction and with these questions that do linger overhead, there is a potential that someone else is involved. And I know what people are going to think. They're going to think, well, if that's the case, then why wouldn't someone go and kill somebody else? Why aren't we seeing any other people being murdered? And my answer to that is, why would they? If they think they can get away with this because this person is going to take the rap, then they're going to remain very quiet for a little while at least until the trigger's pulled. But if Brian Koberger didn't do it, someone else did. But for him to come forward and say he is willing to have an ex parte hearing, it means that he has something to say. It does mean that he has something to push forward, that he wants to have listened to, he wants to have considered. And there are only so many things that can be, but it does seem to be something that he wants to keep away from the prosecution. And again, maybe we'll learn of it, maybe we won't. But it'd be interested to know what you guys think. What could there potentially be what Brian Koberger wants to say, but he doesn't want to say in front of the prosecution? Or is this just a bit of tit for tat? You took away the preliminary hearing, you done the secret grand jury, so this is our variation of that, where we're now going to start doing stuff behind your back and see how you like it. Seems a little bit, like I say, tit for tat and game.
I don't even know if it's tit for tat. I think he doesn't want to put it out there so then they can manipulate it before the trial would start. I don't think it's tit for tat. You know, because I don't see, it's like this. So if you're about a technical approach, right? Ann Taylor, technical approach. It's all about technical. When you're about the technical, you don't add emotion. When you're about the technical, you don't add emotion, because then adding emotion creates distractions for the technical. So I don't see it being a tit for tat.
I just got something on here. I'm going to send it in Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it being a tit for tat. Because then you're adding emotion. Tit for tat, that's emotion. You're not adding emotion into technical. So I don't think it's tit for tat. Yeah, I seen that, Celtic. That's a crazy story too. You know, I need to get, it's making me think, like, I need to get me a show hoodie that I can wear every day.
This is definitely something
Just give me 5 of them. Let me see here.
This is a little bit more crazier. I've never seen this part.
Is this a screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can send the whole thing in here, but do you see it says blurry pictures of what happened inside of the off-campus house?
Let's see here. The newly unsealed filing in the for University Idaho students includes several pieces of a puzzle that depict a blurry picture of what happened inside and off campus. A blurry picture.
Oh no.
What?
I'm trying
Is
to
this
find
the
the
wrong
link.
Right, Bat Slave? I mean, I got my merch store. If you guys want to check it out, but I'll be this is the store. The first thing, like I was talking earlier, the first thing that's going to be rolling out is just the t-shirts. You know, I want to get those to like $15 a piece instead of 25 or 30. But there's different things you can also get at the store: stickers, hats, things like that. But the one part about the t-shirts thing, that'll just be t-shirts to start off, because I think t-shirts are going to be but I do have some. I have a peace, positivity, and progress. That would look good on a hoodie, because I have my shirts here. Let me see. I just threw some black t-shirts up with the designs, but everything's custom here. Different logos and such, but yeah. No, this is, I need a hoodie that, why won't it click on it? What's going on? The inside of the house. What? I don't think there's pictures inside. I wouldn't be showing. No way. I need a 150 hoodie. That's what I need. A 150 hoodie. Is it gonna switch? This, it's like lagging. There it is. Give me like a green or maybe a blue. No, I need a blue. Yeah, there we go. Get that color of blue with the 150 right here. Yeah, that looks sweet. Gonna have still keep this freaking StreamYard is bugging out. Man. I really need to look at. I really need to look at some of these other programs. I don't know about this StreamYard anymore. This is just getting, it's like about $30 freaking a month.
Yeah, I barely even use it and I pay for it.
It's like, dang. Yeah. What plan do you go with? The same one I do, the $28 one, $29 one, or whatever?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Yeah. I was considering, and this is the crazy part too, is with that plan you can only use, huh?
Is there a $50 one?
There's a higher plan, because like I can't. So with the this is what's freaking nuts, for $28 a month, right? You don't even get to stream in 1080p. You can only, my camera can only go to 7. My camera is fucking like 4,000 or something, but StreamYard, with the $28 plan, StreamYard only lets you record in 720p for your camera. 720p. I do. I'm on Twitch right now, actually. I'm streaming to Twitch as well. I stream to Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube is where I stream live on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. The only time I don't stream to Twitch is when we're using Twitch for like Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Wheel of Fortune, all the game show stuff that we do. And even my police simulator. That's the only time I don't stream to Twitch, because I'm actually streaming to Twitch from my Xbox and I screen share my Twitch. But any other time when it's like a regular show, I'm always live on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Let me see. CG, it also limits your panel quest numbers as well. What? Can't think about. Oh, I'm sorry, Jilly Bean. I mean, I had to turn my air down. I was like this morning, I was freezing. After the show was over this morning, I ran into the frickin' thermostat and I turned it up a little bit. I was like, damn, man, it's way too cold in here. I love it. I love the cold. It's comfy. I mean, I like the heat too. It was nice, when I went away for the week and was in, the hot beach, chilling outside for the streams. That was beautiful. I was so bummed out I couldn't get a sunset for you guys in the background. It rained every night. It sucked. I was so disappointed. I thought it would look so cool, like having it light daytime behind me, and then as the stream goes on, you see it transition from daytime to nighttime. I thought it would look really cool, but I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it to fit in. And it's just too damn humid here to be doing that shit outside. I guess the number of people that can join panel. Yeah, well, that's the one reason why I paid the $28 one, was because I can do things like my open sign up there for the panel. I can do different things like, it allows me to have like graphic content up in the top right, breaking news, press conference, just different things up there for what we're doing. And then also it allows you to have 10 people, because that's the one reason, when it comes to the panel stuff, I wanted to be able to have 10 people if I could, because shoot, I think the version underneath you can only have like two people. So like, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, I replay it and I'm like, damn, but it's like 720p. I don't understand. Like, for $28 I should now 4K. I get it if you have a higher plan than 28, 4K, I understand. But like 1080p for $28, I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't know. It's just, I don't get it. I don't know. I just need to explore some of these other programs and try them out sometime. Can't hurt. There's that EVMUX. I do want to check that out.
Now I'm curious of where that came from.
Where what?
That they said they have blurry pictures of inside.
Where does it, on that screenshot?
Yeah. I mean, it's not pictures. They're not gonna let that be coming, or they won't let that out. But I'm just saying.
No, I thought like picture meant like his idea of what happened.
No, it says blurry pictures of what happened inside the Papa's house.
Yeah, that depict a blurry picture, like a blurry, like an idea of what happened inside of a campus. That's how I read it. Like a newly unsealed filing in the University of Idaho students include several pieces of a puzzle that depict an idea of what happened inside of an off-campus. That's how I took it. I don't take it as like a real picture.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there is a picture of it though, because Ellie would have had to have taken the picture.
Well, if
you know,
they did it,
but
yeah.
I just take it as like it's an idea. I think it's blurry because actual. I mean, you never know. Because I mean, yeah, there's going to be pictures out there. You know, there has to be because it's a crime scene. Yeah,
Well, I'm thinking
thousands of pictures
of when it was happening.
Yeah, the security footage from 11/26. Yeah, pointing right at the door. Somebody walking in, however many people walking in, what time, did they leave through the sliding glass door or not? Should know that. You know, you should know how they gained access. You should know all of what time the people, you know. I mean, because if they're coming home that late, I don't think they're coming through that front door. I think they're going to come around to the sliding glass door to get in. But who knows? Maybe they do come through the front door and just go up the stairs. But I'd imagine the rooms in the first floor are getting upset because that's got to be a lot of freaking noise. People coming in and out at that door when your bedroom's right there. When there's a way to get up to the second, third floor from the sliding glass door. So, you know, if you're trying to be considerate, you would probably go up to the sliding glass door, and unless you could, you know, the sliding glass door, maybe it just had a lock from the inside and that's the only way you could access it. Maybe that's why it was left unlocked a lot, because the only way you could lock and unlock the door was through the inside.
I'm gonna have to jump down.
Yeah, no problem.
It was nice seeing you guys, and
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, good luck and be safe when you head out tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy the time away, and thanks for hopping up. I appreciate you. But yeah, I think it was I think it was just like painting an idea or something, but I don't know. But there'd have to be a ton of pictures, so I would think that the headline, if that was the headline, I would think it would maybe read like, you know, a newly leaked photo of the inside of the crime scene. But who knows? Who knows what, you know? I mean, shit, there are different areas where those do exist, I'd imagine. I just don't go there. So here's another video from Harsh Reality. When did the Idaho 4 crime really happen? And then we'll kind of chill back and chit chat for a little bit and see what's going on out there in the breaking and then end it here after a little bit.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fabulous Wednesday morning. Now, this is video 1 of 3. There's not 3 yet. There will be 3 by the end of the day. Anyway,
I wouldn't want to see him.
You look amazing. And we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes and do a video that I'm doing very reluctantly because I didn't even want to do this video. But I become more and more frustrated. It's like you say to yourself, look, I'm just going to let things go. I'm going to not talk about this. I'm going to just let it play out. And then more and more people come out and they're talking about the alibi given by Brian Koberg. And I'm seeing not only the people I expected to utilize this information to further push their agenda of the not innocent until proven guilty, but guilty as fuck regardless
That's
of
right,
whatever
Jellybean.
else is said or stated or looks odd. And now I'm even seeing people who have been absolute hardcore pushers for Brian Koberger potentially being innocent, utilizing the alibi that came out and saying that, look, I now believe that there's a high chance that he is guilty. And I don't quite understand. I still don't quite understand. Look, I have touched on this, so some of the things in this video will be a repetition, but I'm going to try to extrapolate on what I feel people are missing with regards to this alibi. Now, look, at the end of the day, Brian Koberger was compelled to give an alibi. He was put in a situation that, despite standing silent, he was being angled to say, look, if you're going to use an alibi defense, then we want to know what that alibi is. So he had to give a response. Instead of all this backwards and forwards tug of war shite, his defense team came forward and gave a defense. They gave a response to what was requested of them. But what I feel that people have misunderstood, or perhaps they can't fathom, is this, that he could have always been doing that. This could have been what he was doing. And it could have, in fact, been because of what he was doing that landed him in this position in the first place. Now, if anybody wants to turn around and say that people don't drive around at night, they don't drive around, they don't, drive around to clear their heads, they're not night owls or anything like that, let me tell you, you are incredibly naive. And what we see in the Idaho 4 case especially is we see behaviors of Brian Koberger, things that he's done that in a normal situation, people wouldn't take a second look at. They wouldn't think anything about it. But it's because it's paired with the fact that there was a murder that people then overanalyze every element of every single thing that comes out, such as him being fired, which has never been confirmed. Like the fact that it was said that he had stolen his sister's phone. So again, that was exploded into something that it wasn't. The fact that this girl came forward from Tinder and had said about her date with him, and that was blown up into, oh, he's a weirdo, he's this, that, and the other. And, multiple things. There was multiple things said. You've seen it all. I don't want to bore you with going over it, but you will admit, you must admit that every single thing that has been said about Brian Koberger, paired with the fact that there's this murder sitting over his head, that has been made to seemingly appear much, much worse than perhaps it would have if you was just having a discussion about someone doing these things and that wasn't there. Anyway, I digress. So look, the alibi situation, what do I mean by he could have just been doing this, and this is what got him into this situation in the first place. And that is, again, look, we have a situation whereby Brian Koberger was not pulled in normally by cops. He was seemingly being investigated in the background to the point where he then gets arrested. They arrest him, they take him in for questioning, and it would appear that initially he was open for questioning. He's being questioned, and at some point during that sort of 15-20 minute time frame, that is then ceased, and he then seeks legal representation and halts talking. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe in that first 15 minutes of conversation, it was at that point that it was decided that Brian Koberger could indeed be a candidate for this crime based on what information he gave them. And it's highly likely that the information with which he gave them included the fact that he was driving around, that he was just driving around, and there was no one to corroborate him doing anything else. And the penny drops. You've got a situation where you've got a guy who fits the bill, and he's got no way of getting out of the accusation. And it could be, like, we talk about people being framed and we talk about all this, but there is an alternative, and it is just that this is a series of unfortunate events that places Brian Koberger just simply driving around at a time when this crime was happening. And because of that, and because of a series of events, law enforcement genuinely believe they've got their guy. And that would be supported in the fact that they did indeed request an alibi. Not only request it, but to compel, to say you must give it. Why would law enforcement feel the need to compel an alibi if indeed they feel that 100% they've got the right guy? And I did touch on this on the other video. If they believe that they've got all their dots I's dotted, and T's crossed, you wouldn't expect anything to come and take the rug from out under your feet, would you? Because you've got it all. You know, you are absolutely of a mindset that this is the guy. But I don't feel that the alibi that he gave changes anything. It doesn't give any information, doesn't take away any information. All it does is further support what could have got him here in the first place. Now, he could have turned around and said, I was in bed. I was just in bed. I was at home. But he didn't. He said he was driving around. And Ann Taylor actually states, for those eagle-eyed out there that saw it, that he had been driving around earlier on, from the 12th into the 13th. So it wasn't like he left, as the PCA would have everybody believe, at around 2:15 or whatever it was in the morning that the murders took place. It would appear that he was out driving prior to that. Now, the thing that I still can't understand is the Burla report absence. This car must be able to obtain and offer a Burla report of some degree. The age of the car, that I've looked on the database myself, and that car offers it. Now, many people have turned around and say, yeah, but the spec of the car, it doesn't matter about the spec of the car. The wire and harness inside that car is the same across all models. It's just the audio head unit that plugs onto the loom will be the same. So the ECU in the car will be able to offer information. So I wonder whether later on down the line we will see a Burla report being offered by Ann Taylor, and that may assist Brian Koberger. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It could just be that Brian Koberger was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the fact that this entire crime seems to be fitted around when he was there seems to me what the biggest problem is with this case. And I wonder whether, when they're saying that these witnesses, the surviving roommates, could, especially one of them, could hold exculpatory evidence, I wonder whether that's not something to do with so much being connected to Brian Koberger himself. But I'm wondering whether this is something to do with them seeing something or hearing something at a different time. Because I think this entire case is all about the time. When we look at this crime and the things that happened, there are certain elements of this case that don't seem to fit. The manner with which these students were sadly lost their lives, we have questioned whether it could have been done in the time frame. And when you hear about the potential horrific nature of the injuries, you do have to question that. The fact that this person, seemingly, if it's the white Elantra, to get out of this house and not bring anything in the car, there was just too many things. To me, there is nothing that connects the white Hyundai Elantra to the crime. There is something that connects the white Hyundai Elantra to the area at a specific time, but there's nothing that ties the white Hyundai Elantra to the crime itself. Because, make no bones about it, we are not 100% sure that that crime took place when we are led to believe it did. And it seems to me that they are trying to say that the crime took place when it did because of the car. And that, to me, is the biggest question of all. What time truly did these students lose their life. And look, some of you will turn around and say, well, we know that it was later because certain people ordered DoorDash, certain people on their phones. And I put it to you now, and this is stony ground, I'm going to piss a few people off, but there have been multiple cases out in the past where people have sadly lost their lives, and people have been the people who've done that, but in order to try and make it look like they were still alive, they did things like utilize their phones, they sent text messages, it's just bizarre. It's bizarre. And the thing what to me sticks out is when you consider that there was DoorDash deliveries being ordered at this time. And I think to myself, so if you'd have been out drinking, if you'd have been out and you had the grub truck, for instance, or you had access to food earlier on, why would somebody be ordering food at 4 o'clock in the morning? If you was in bed and ready to wind down and going to sleep, why would you be ordering food? And to me, this almost seems like I'm going to order food or someone's going to order food off that phone to make it look like that person is alive and kicking and able to do so. Something don't sit right here. Something doesn't sit right here. And yeah, I know this has been a little bit of a ramble, but it's more of an annoyance that I've had to do this video because I thought people were a little bit more open-minded, and even the people who were, innocent until proven guilty, for them to hear this alibi situation and completely sort of jump ship, I wonder whether they have truly been grasping what's been going on through the full length of this case. Because like I say, the alibi of Brian Kohberger driving around means nothing. He was driving around. But how do we know 100% that these students lost their lives at this time? How do we know? We don't even know what time some of these roommates...
All right. We'll just go ahead and stop that. And truth exposed. It's about not triggering people. So I apologize if you can't understand that about this community, and if you can't understand it after my mods give you a heads up. I apologize, but you're just going to have to find another YouTube show to hang out and comment in, because those kind of words and that kind of description, you have to be self-aware in this community. And if you're not self-aware in this community and respectful of others people's experiences and things that can trigger somebody, well, then I'm sorry. This is not the community for you. Here we think about other people, and here we want to make sure other people have a safe place that they can come to, where they don't have to read certain words, even though they're not words that will get you in trouble with YouTube when it comes to the toilet paper money. But it's deeper than that. It's words that can affect somebody mentally, spiritually, physically, and comfort-wise. So if you can't understand that after multiple mods give you a heads up, I'm sorry. It's just not the community for you. And there's plenty of other communities out there that I'm sure have no problem describing things the way that you described. So good luck, and I hope you find that channel that you're looking for. Sorry, this is not the one. No problem, baby boop. I gave them an opportunity. I gave them an opportunity from this morning, and you have to be self-aware at a certain point. And if you're not self-aware, I'm sorry. There's plenty of shows out there. So, like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of coffee, but there's a reason why we protect this atmosphere. So, all right. So let me look at my folder real quick, and It's been a long, long, long day. I was going to ask you guys what you want me to do. Would you guys like me to? We're already at the 3 hour mark. So I'll leave it up to you. We can continue this conversation. This will be 8 hours today plus 4 hours at Dago, so it's 12 hours. Would you guys want me to continue this show, or do you want me to do an episode of Police Simulator for a little bit? I'll leave it up to you guys. We can continue this show, or I'll just kick back and do some Police Simulator. Let me see what other videos I got here, because I did save a couple here. Let's see. This was an Idaho 4 Idaho 4 revealed video that I did check out. Right? The time flew by. And I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to I'll be putting out a notification after the show is over. So yes. Exactly, Pamela. There's no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's plenty of other, I don't know, Police Simulator. Okay. No, like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this community, there's other ones that I'm sure we can talk about. And that's the thing. That community and those people that are in that community are probably, but here, there's a lot of people that have moved through some shit. And it's about the comfort more than anything. Because the comfort is complicated. And that's what it's about. It's about the company and the conversation. In order to have company, you need the comfort to come check out the show. In order for the conversation, you need comfort to be able to, like, you can have a book. I know it's this StreamYard. I'm gonna check out. It's called EVMUX, and I think I'm gonna check it out here. Let's see what's up. No, thank you. It's about you guys, I don't want to get to the top of the hill and party by myself. I want to party with everybody, and so it's about your guys' feelings too. So all right, let me see here. This is like I'll save this for tomorrow morning. We'll get into this. It's a Idaho 4 revealed, and the video is secrets. Was the Moscow PD negligent, or did they already know the offender? It's from 2 months ago, but it's something I wanted to check out. You guys brought up this channel to me, I think last week or something, and I only was able to check out a little bit. So we'll be going into it tomorrow morning. If anybody has, because my videos that I have are all over the place. So if anybody's able to help me out, if you have all the links for all of the body cams and the Banfield body cams and all those body cams, if you're able to send them in like one email or one DM or something, or multiple DMs on Twitter or something, if you're able to do that, I'd appreciate that. And we can go into that tomorrow morning as well. If not, I will try and I'll see if I can get them together as I do the show in the morning. And also, I think what I'm going to do for tomorrow morning is I'm going to play the live PCA read through when the PCA came out. So I'm going to play that from my old show before, and that'll be in tomorrow morning's show as well. Yeah, StreamYard sucks. It's getting ridiculous. So, and I might see, I have my front camera hooked up now too. I'm still waiting to get the cord for my third camera because I have a frame that I built for my desk that'll hold. I got one side camera, one forward camera, then I'm going to have the other side camera. So I'll have 3 different cameras, and then I'm trying to figure out a temporary background until I decide on what green screen background that I'm going to have, because I'm going to be deciding on a green screen coming up, and then I can have whatever background. So I might see if I can find that tomorrow. But yeah, we'll check out that stuff tomorrow. The Idaho 4 revealed. Live PCA that I read back in January. And if anybody has all the body cams, we'll go through those tomorrow too. If you can send them to me if you do have them. If not, I'll go through my old stuff and we'll figure it out. But all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end this show. And I will be back here in about 10 minutes. And I'll start up an episode of Police Simulator for you guys. And then see you guys tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for hanging out in this show. I'll see you back in 15 if you want to come back. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow morning or tomorrow night, because I'll be on tomorrow night too. Long Island SK. Can't wait for that too. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you so much.